Hello good people, I'm going to continue talking about balancing of equations and transposing. This time I'm going to throw some letters into the mix, and I know you're very excited about it. Recall that a letter in an equation is known as an unknown or as a variable. If I want to solve for a variable, in other words, if I want to solve for x or any other letter, I need to make that letter the subject of the equation. For a variable to become the subject of an equation, it needs to stand alone on one side of that equation. How do we achieve that? We do it by the process of transposing. To transpose a term from one side of the equation to the other, we need to perform the inverse mathematical operation. Let me look at a few examples. Here I have 6 plus a equals 23. I want to make a the subject of the equation. What is currently in the way? Well, this positive 6 is in the way. And the way to transpose a positive value or a positive term is to subtract it from both sides. So I'm going to draw my little bar and I'm going to say in the next step, subtract 6 from both sides. Positive 6 minus 6 is 0, and I'm left with a. On the other side, I will have 23 minus 6, well, that is 17. I have solved for a. Let me look at another example. Now I have b minus 7 equals 31. I want to make b the subject of the equation. What is in the way? Well, this negative 7 is in the way. And in order to transpose a negative value or a negative term, I need to add that term to both sides. So in this case, I'm going to add 7 to both sides. I cannot add 7 to b because they are not like terms, but I can add this 7 to the negative 7. Negative 7 plus 7 is 0, which means I am left with just the b on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side I will have 31 plus 7, which is 38. Now I have 8c equals 104. I want to solve for c. The 8 is in the way. What is happening between the 8 and the c? Recall that there is a hidden multiplication sign here. So if I want to transpose the 8, I need to divide both sides by 8. 8c divided by 8 will leave me with c, and 104 divided by 8 will give me 13. Let me bring in yet another example. Now I have d divided by 9 equals 10. I want to solve for d. What is in the way of d standing alone on one side of the equation? Well, it is this 9. And what is happening to this 9? Well, I'm currently dividing by 9. And so if I want to transpose this divided by 9, I need to multiply both sides by 9. Divided by 9 multiplied by 9 gives me 1. In other words, I have 1d or just d. On the right hand side, I will have 10 multiplied by 9, which is 90. One more example, and then we can all have a chocolate cookie. So now I will have e to the power of 4 equals 14,641. I want to solve for e. What is currently in the way of e standing alone? Well, it is this to the power of 4. How do I transpose a power? What is the inverse of a power? It is a radical. So here is my radical symbol. But I have to be a bit careful. I want to transpose a fourth power. Therefore, I need a fourth radical or a fourth root. And now I'm going to apply the fourth radical to both sides. The fourth radical will cancel the fourth power, so I will be left with e. And on the other side, I need to take the fourth root or the fourth radical of 14,641. To enter the fourth radical on my calculator, I'm going to press Shift and then the x with the blank square, and now I can enter the fourth radical, move to the right, and then enter the value, 14,641. 641 and press the equal button, which gives me 11. So I can say that E equals 11. The take-home message is that whenever we need to transpose a term, we perform the inverse mathematical operation. That is all for now, and I will see you on the flip side.